So at the moment I'm at the mountain taking photos. I thought it was going to be misty, but obviously because due to the atmospheric pressure, the mist only stayed down in my town. So currently I'm sitting in the forest in a very sunny day. It's noon, so the sun is harsh and kind of difficult to work with. And I'm trying to figure out how I want my photos to look like and stuff like that. I have been trying to improve a little bit. I know what I want, but I don't know how to achieve it. That's the kind of thing. I'm trying my best to do so. And that's why I'm out today, because if I don't go out today, then I don't have many photos. I think I like some of the photos I've took today. Some of the lower forest was good. And I'm also trying a little bit of the higher forest, higher part of the forest, to see what I can get there. We'll see. I want to do the vlogging thing. I want to do my photography. But do I have the guts? Not really. Do I want to? Yes. Do I have the money? Not at the moment, but I do want to get a new camera. That's the problem, is that I have the passion, but my anxiety is getting in the way. I just can't film in front of people, apparently. But okay, I'm trying to figure that one out. Someday I'm just going to have to grab the bull by the horns and not care about what other people think. But apparently I really care. Like I want to show my experience of nature, but I always find I'm too nervous. Like this summer is the summer that I will be doing stuff. Summer is my most active time for anything, really. So if I'm going to be doing videos, it's going to be now. Well, this is spring, but it's close enough. I want to show the process of how I am thinking about my photography, how I am trying to get better at what I'm doing. I want to show the progress and basically show people who are about the same level as me, you know, an amateur, how they can improve, how they can see my work and realize, oh, maybe I should try that. I will probably be doing a video about my editing process, about how I do things. I use bare bones. I use my Mac photo editing, which is probably not the best way of going about things. But as a person who can't afford Lightroom, who can't afford any kind of Adobe software at the moment, thank you, son. I have to use what I've got. I technically do have an art software which I could use to edit photos, but it's basically the same thing as my Mac editing. I will be going through my process. I will be trying to show it as best as I can. I'm going to try and do much more video, and it's not going to be perfect. It's not going to be like some of those photographers out there who do all these like really cinematic stuff and look really cool, high quality. I'm not at that point yet, and I understand that, and I'm not going to try too hard to do that, to be that cinematic. I want to do it my way, which is more handheld, more just this way I feel works better. But at the moment I'm going to crack on with some photography, and I will let you enjoy the last few pics of the video. Okay, change of plan. I wasn't actually done, apparently. I went back home, went to the gym, now I'm back out hiking again. Mainly because I wasn't satisfied with what I found. I hope to change that. I feel like I have something now. I've done a few photos, and there's this old tree here covered in moss, and I might try and take a photo of it. But we'll see. I'm hoping to have something at least today, at least one photo. My goal is for the next couple of weeks is to at least have one good photo a day. I've just hiked up a tiny little bit more up the trail, and I see this tree. I'm gonna see if I can picture it in a way that makes it look nice, because I've been finding a few of these trees around and they have like really nice colored leaves. So I am going to try and frame it in a way that kind of cuts down on the noisiness of all the trees. But yeah, I do really like these trees because during this time they're still very copper in colour, so they stand out quite a lot, and which gives a nice contrast to the greens and the dark browns. So we'll see how that turns out. If anyone ever says landscape photography is easy, they're only partly right. Sure, any person can take their iPhone, their camera, or one like this, mirrorless, or even a fancy DSLR, and can go to the park for 5 minutes. It doesn't mean your photos are going to be amazing, and it doesn't mean your photos are going to be rubbish. But sometimes, just sometimes, you have to walk and walk and walk to find that photo. And that seems to be today. Still getting through the muddy part of my walk. Now I'm getting really close to the waterfalls, so it might get quite loud. So the reason why I'm doing this video is I want to show the day in the life of me on my landscapes of photography. I'm still a little awkward when videoing when people are around, but I'm getting better. We're right beside the stream, which is basically a collection of lots of waterfalls, so I might just have to raise my voice a bit. I'm not taking photos of that today because I don't have a tripod, so I can't do long exposure to smooth out the water. I still can take photos, obviously. I just won't be able to do the long exposure, which is sad, but I can't really do much about that. I got through the most difficult part, which was that muddy bit, and I'm about to go through more of a bouldering part. And this is why I'm glad I have experience of rock climbing and bouldering, and I'm pretty good with my feet. Because if you're a passionate photographer like I am when it comes to landscape, you will need to potentially take your shoes off and get dirty and get damp by the river. I'm still not out of the woods yet. Still lots of mud, still lots of things I have to deal with. I myself am a bit of an introvert. I wouldn't class myself an introvert, more of an ambivert. Wintertime I'm like an introvert, where summertime I'm more like an ambivert, not quite extrovert. I still like my me time. I still like hiking alone, I still like taking photography on my own. It's just, I'm a lone wolf when I want to do something. But I still don't allow my introverted tendencies to get in the way of my social interaction, which a lot of us will understand, I imagine. Like, I understand a lot of people who will like think, oh, it'd be nice just like to be in bed though, with a cup of tea, watching some television, something along those lines. That's true, I would love that. But I have taught my brain to basically go, what does that give you? What have you done? Can you tell me anything that is significant that you've done today if I did something like that? And that's a true point. I'm trying to get out of the wind. That's a true point because I find that I start doing more stuff, I start being more productive, I start doing things that I feel are significant to myself. And I get into moments like this where I'm dying, I need a glass of water, and I sit down. But yeah, like if you're into photography, like me, and you want to improve your life, as in your well-being and stuff, hiking and walking is a great thing, even if it's just in town. Like I took some great street photography when I was over in the Netherlands. They don't have mountains, they have some small forests, but it's not the same. But I still got out, I still did my walking, I still took photos. I was productive for the most part. But I'm an outdoors person, that's who I am, that's what I do. I used to be super indoors. I used to play video games all the time, and I used to watch television all the time when I was a kid. Boy, did that change. Haven't found much yet. One thing I will say, I love the way when you have a camera, everyone thinks you're a tourist, even though I've lived here for 20 years of my life, which is quite funny. Oh, we have a jog coming along. This granite path goes up to the saddle, which is the wall, the lowest point between Donard and Comada. So that's fun. Right, I might go and see what I can get a little further up. Back in the mud again. Normally I do this barefoot, but since it's still in the rainier season, I can't really do so. Alright, I'm gonna hike up a little bit more and then I'm gonna go back down. I don't think I really have anything left to take photos of, but I'm gonna go through them and I'm gonna pick out my favorite of the day, and then I'll show a few other photos that I like. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you enjoyed the photo that I will be showing, and I will see you in the next one.